Hey, Docklightdoug Doug here from beautiful Madeira Beach, Florida, to talk to you about one of my favorite things, underwater dock lights. Especially in Florida, nothing adds more ambiance and fish to the back of your dock than an underwater dock light, and the best product on the market is the one by Hydroglow. Hydroglow has been around for 14 years and has been a leader and a changer and a motivator in the way that underwater dock light is going. One of the first companies to ever go all LED. Now, the light that I have been selling for the past several years, loved it to death. I still have one right off my dock that is 6 years old and working just fine, was the Deep Glow, the DDL, Hydroglow Deep Glow. Came with 20-foot cord, AC, plugged directly in. The advantage over the older systems was the LED itself. The LED light itself doesn't generate all the heat that the other ones did, also is easy to run. This draws about as much as a 60-watt light bulb and produces 9,000 lumens of light. You bring the light as high as you can to the top of the water. Bait fish come to the top of the water, predators circle around the outside, and you get that whole ambiance of what you have. My grandkids think I've got an aquarium in my backyard. That's the idea. This particular light used a bulb that's hidden below here called a cornrow bulb. The cornrow bulb was an early generation light producer using LED technology. When they changed, Daryl, the owner of Hydroglow, also changed. He upgraded and improved to our new underwater dock light. Presenting, ladies and gentlemen, Hydroglow's brand new dock light, the SF60. As you can see, it's about the size of a 60-watt light bulb. There is no cornrow bulb in there anymore. The generator is actually a squared plate at the bottom of this dome that produces all of the light. The light that this produces is relatively equal to the amount of light that this produces. This is far easier to clean, easier to seal, and is much more predictable with the light generator. Like I said, this is a wonderful light. I got one for 6 years. The bulb was an early transition bulb, and it did not live up to our expectations, so we immediately went to this system. Other advantage of this system, it's DC. Our DC light generator, this little transformer, will go directly onto your dock. It plugs into AC, into your ground fault, and comes with 40 feet, twice as much length, 40 feet of line, so you can deploy this light in more distant places and move it quite easily. So the advantages are, still uses low power, still has LED technology, no heat. If this becomes exposed during a low tide, it will not break, crack due to overheating. This particular bulb, just like the other one, needs to be about 2 feet below low tide. What you're going to do is you're going to measure off your dock. Measure off your dock and you go, okay, it's low tide and I've got 4 feet of water. 2 feet down from the base of this, you're going to go ahead and clip a weight. I go to Play It Again Sports and I buy a 5-pound weight, cost me about $2. We don't ship weights, that doesn't make any sense. And I clip it using a zip tie. Zip tie then with the weight. When I deploy it out, the weight sits on the bottom and this will sit right above it. If I need to adjust it, I pull it up gently using the line. That's why I don't want you to use a 100-pound weight on this thing. 5 pounds is usually fine unless you're in a very, very high current area or the tidal change is very high at certain times of the year. You may have to put more weight on it, but 5 pounds seems to work about average for everyone. Floating right above that, if you need to adjust it up or down, because the tides in the summer are different than the tides in the winter, it's very easy to slide it along. The system that you want. Hydroglow. Docklightdoug Doug. Keep the lights on.